Hello everybody, welcome to the 4th episode of the Andrew Reader Show. Today we're interviewing Tina Podboy Laughner about the senior services in Midland. Thank you for being here, Tina.
Thank you.
So, who qualifies as a senior at your facility?
For our purposes at Senior Services, it's anyone who is 60 or over, or the spouse of someone 60 or over, or if it's a caregiver situation, either the caregiver or the person they're taking care of needs to be 60 or over.
Okay. So, what types of services do you have for seniors?
We have a whole slew of things that we offer. We offer transportation, counseling, home care. We have an adult day program. We have help for caregivers. We have memory support. We have health benefit assistance, so we help people with their insurance paperwork for Medicare or Medicaid. And probably the most noticeable thing that we do is Meals on Wheels.
Okay. And so, how can people keep up to date with the current events?
Well, we have a newspaper that we
you do?
offer that comes out once a month, the Midland Prime Times. Lists everything that's going on for that month, all of the activities at each of the activity and dining centers. We have 5 in Midland County. They serve lunches, so they try to plan activities around the lunchtime. We also have at each of the centers, they kind of each have their own personality. So some are really into playing cards. We'll have music there sometimes. There's exercise programs there. There's educational programs there. So our newspaper is the best place to get up-to-date information, but if people are real tech savvy, we also have a website, SeniorServicesMidland.org, and we have a Facebook page, Senior Services Midland. So we have all of our information, all of our programs and activities on there.
All right, so let's show
that again.
So the Midland Prime Times, you call it?
Yep, Midland Prime Times.
All right. And you can, how did you say you could subscribe to this?
Well, people can just call our office, give us their name and address. If they live in Midland County, there's not a charge for it, but there is a suggested contribution of $10 a year if people want to do that. And if people live outside the county, they would definitely need to pay that $10 a year.
Okay.
It's a great resource, lots of information in there about everything that we do.
All right. Okay, so do you currently need volunteers?
We always need volunteers. We have a real big need currently for Meals on Wheels drivers, transportation drivers, and friendly visitors. Those are our big current needs.
How old do you have to be to volunteer?
Well, usually it's about 18, depending on the volunteer opportunity. We do have younger volunteers, like we have a group that program we called Cyber Seniors, where we use students from Dow High and match them up one-on-one with an individual senior to help them learn all about their cell phone or their Chromebook or any of their tech devices. So then we're going to have some younger students in that too. And sometimes we'll have younger students or younger children come with a parent to help with an activity at one of the centers. But mostly it's about 18.
Okay. And what kind of jobs do people over 18 get to choose from? So,
like I said, our big needs are for Meals on Wheels drivers, transportation drivers, and friendly visitors. So a Meals on Wheels driver uses their own vehicle and has a specific route, Meals on Wheels route that they do, roughly 10:30 or 11 to 12:30 or 1. Takes about 2 hours to do a route, and we deliver meals Monday through Friday. So again, middle of the day, they're taking lunch to the seniors. All the seniors that get Meals on Wheels have a hot meal that looks kind of like a TV dinner. And then they also might get the cold components of that meal, and some people might choose to also get a cold sack lunch for the evening. So again, that driver has a route that's going to take no longer than 2 hours, because we got to keep that hot food hot and the cold food cold. And we do reimburse those drivers for their mileage for the route itself. So that's one of our needs. It's hugely rewarding because you're feeding someone. You are bringing someone food, a basic human need. So it's a real rewarding volunteer opportunity. And I have some people that have been doing this for 20 years, volunteering for us for 20 years. So it's
wow.
Obviously they're getting something out of it.
Yeah.
Another volunteer position that we have are transportation drivers, and those drivers use our vehicles, wheelchair van, accessible vans, and four-door cars to take people all around Midland County. And anyone 60 and over can access this service. And by the way, all of our services are available to anyone 60 and over in Midland County, regardless of income. That has nothing to do with the things that we offer.
Okay.
So a transportation driver, again, uses our vehicles, takes people to appointments all over Midland County. And this could be to the grocery store, to a hair appointment, to dialysis, to a medical appointment, whatever the need is, as long as we can fit it into our schedule. And we have a fleet of 10 or 11 vehicles that we use for this. Drivers usually take a morning or an afternoon shift, and depending on their availability, some drivers might drive 3 days a week, and other drivers, I have one woman that drives once a month and does one shift a month, and will take whatever someone's willing to give us. So that, again, that's a real rewarding one too, because you've got some time to talk with this individual in the vehicle. It might take you 15 minutes to get them to their destination, so you've got that time to interact with the older adults. And then the other one big need that we have is for friendly visitors and shoppers. And that is someone who we match up one-on-one with an individual client who maybe is socially isolated, maybe doesn't get out a lot anymore, maybe doesn't drive anymore, maybe not have any family in the area. And so they're either visiting with them once a week for a couple hours, or maybe they're taking them shopping, or maybe they're going shopping for them and then bringing their groceries back. So that's another, and that's a good opportunity for someone who works full-time, because then they can do it after normal work hours or on a weekend. So that's the one opportunity that somebody can do that works.
All right. So when you start volunteering, about how much of a time commitment would you say you have to commit to?
And it really depends on the individual. I would hope that somebody who's going to start volunteering, going through the whole orientation and training process, there's a little bit of time invested there, and hopefully they're going to want to at least stay with us for 6 months to a year, I would hope for. And the time commitment really varies. The weekly time commitment varies according to how much they're willing to, how much time they have, and how much time they're willing to invest in that. Like I said, I have one person who volunteers once a month for probably 4 hours, but then others that drive 3 days a week. I had one couple that was doing Meals on Wheels 4 or 5 days a week, and they've been doing that for 20 years. So
wow,
it just depends on what somebody's willing to give.
All right. And so who should people contact to begin volunteering?
Contact me. They can call me directly. My number is 633-3741. If they don't remember that and they just see the main number on the website or in the newspaper, they can call that number and they'll get it to me. So give me a call. I can get them more information on specifically what's involved, get them a registration sheet. Then we set up an orientation. I do driver's license checks and background checks, because we are dealing with a vulnerable population, so we want to make sure everything's squared away. But yeah, just give me a call, and then we can set those things up.
Okay. And lastly, who should seniors contact to start signing up for events?
Well, anything that's going on at one of the centers, the activity and dining centers, they can call them directly. And we have a center in downtown Coleman. We have a center at the West Midland Family Center. We have one at the Greater Midland North Family Center. We have a brand new one in Sanford on West River Road, just opened that a couple weeks ago.
Really?
And then, oh, it's gorgeous too. It's just so beautiful. It's such a beautiful building. And the Sanford people are so excited to be back in their own building, because they've been in our main building on the corner of Dublin and Saginaw for 2 years since they were flooded out.
Really?
So they're pretty excited. And then we also have an activity and dining center in our main building, corner of Dublin and Saginaw, and that's called Trailside. So anything they want to sign up for at a center, they just need to call the center directly. Any of the programs that we offer at our main building, they can call our main number, which is 633-3700.
Okay.
Or look on the website. That you can sign up for some of our programs and classes through the website too.
All right. Is there anything else you wish to say?
I'm just want to tell people that Senior Services is the first place they should stop if they're looking for help, looking to get involved, or looking for something to do. We can help people out. We've got lots of activities going on. I don't want people to feel they have to try to handle life on their own, and we've just got so much to offer at Senior Services.
All right. Well, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you for watching the Andrew Reeder Show. I hope to see you again soon.